guys, welcome to my January 2015 hat deck profile. This deck is amazing. It's still really good, even with Mortal Kombat 1. We have Artifact Scythe, which in my opinion is better. So, first off, we run three Myrmeleo. She's our searcher. She searches for a normal trap hole card, which, in my opinion, any hand with Myrmeleo in it is automatically a good hand. Then we have 3 Dioneia. She special summons a Trap-Trix monster from the graveyard. I'd rather have her at 2, but she's always in my hand when I need her. Like, I always top deck her when I need her. So I'd rather have her at 3, you know, just for those moments when I do need to exceed for a rank 4. Next we have the obvious hands, Fire Hand, Ice Hand. They're answers for everything. They're just so good, it makes your opponent, like, cry. Really, it does. I mean, they have to change their whole game plan pretty much. They have to play around these. People say the hands aren't that good anymore, but I disagree. I think they're really good still. Next, we have 3 Scythes, which stop your opponent from a special summoning, which stops every deck. It really does. And then a Mortal Tech, because even though it is at 1, we can still get to it pretty fast because we do run 3 Sanctums. So that is it for the monsters. For the spells, very generic lineup for spells. We run 3 Pod Dualities, obviously. Only 2 Upstart Goblins. I'd rather run 2 than 3 because I don't want to draw an artifact, which I do a lot. And I just don't like giving my opponent 1,000 life, because there has been a game where that 1,000 life meant my opponent was the winner. I just couldn't push for that last 1,000. We have 3 MSTs, obviously, Snatch Steal, and a Raigeki. Snatch Steal is just too broken. It's just so good. It's won me so many games. Next, we have 3 Artifact Sanctums. It's funny to watch your opponent blind MST your Sanctum on their turn. 3 Deep Prisons. I love those cards so much. Then a Mirror Force. I took 1 Upstart out for the Mirror Force, and it's actually come in clutch for me because, you know, my opponent would go all out, and I'd have a Mirror Force just sitting there, activate it when they attack. Their whole field's clear for an attack next turn. I just love it. I just love having the feeling of being protected. So that's why I do run 3 Deep Prisons as well. I love trap cards so much. 3 Trap-Trix Trap Hole Nightmare. This is, in my opinion, better than Time Space, because Time Space, you have to pay 1,000 life, and I'm just not a fan of that. I'm really not, and that's also why I play a Blackhorn. I'd rather play Blackhorn over Time Space any day, just because you don't have to pay life for this, and it's pretty much the exact same ability, except you destroy it. And to be honest, I'm not really afraid of decks that revolve around being in the graveyard, like Burning Abyss, because this deck really can handle it. It just wastes it wastes Burning Abyss's resources, because there's just so much control in this deck. Bottomless Trap Hole, searchable with Myrmeleo. It's a great card overall. Solemn Warning, negate, obviously. Compulse, which is nice, and then Kalahan, which I kind of wanted to cut, but there's been so many times where, you know, I've had to bring Scythe back on my opponent's turn to stop them for a turn, or even bring back Myrmeleo and destroy a back row card, and it's just, Kalahan is still, in my opinion, it's still a good card, and I'm not going to cut it. I'm not. I miss it too much. For the extra deck, a 101, it's pretty much the MVP of the deck because it's so good. It's literally, it's winning so many games. An Abyss Dweller, a Exton Knight, obviously. Cowboy, very, very generic, like 4s. Castell, Ragnar Zero, a Dagusta Emerald to put cards, to put your hands back into the deck. Blasted with Corn. Diamond Direwolf, I never go into, but it's there just in case. Anti-Luminescent Knight, and a Rhapsody. That does it for the rank 4s. We do run 5 level 5 monsters. I mean, sorry, 4 level 5 monsters. We do have a few rank 5s. Volcasaurus, it's good. Adrius, pretty much the exact same ability. Pleiades does put cards back into the hand. And then Durandal is just in there because it's a funny card. It's a funny card, and I don't really have anything else to put in this extra deck. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, do what you will. Hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, and night. Peace, guys.